What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Y'all hit the like button on the way in. On my work commute, I like to sit down and chop some game with y'all from time to time. And I know I ain't been putting out videos as frequently. I gotta wait till I really feel passionate about it. Then that's when I hop up on a stream or just care enough to talk about it. So shout out to Sir Tyson. Then said, go figure, you're late. Let's see, one game, decent TV numbers, and some say this entire tournament success. No. Well, here's the thing. I guess I'll do this in reverse order. So, obviously with the in-season tournament, my Los Angeles Lakers have won that. And I'm going to say this for a lot of real Laker fans out there. Nobody gives a damn. Nobody gives a damn about winning the in-season tournament, man. Now, listen. I understand what the NBA is trying to do. The NBA is trying to get more global appeal. They're also trying to follow the global, blueprint of having multiple championships and to have more just passionate basketball being played. Because the biggest knock on the NBA has been that guys are just tanking it early and then they turn it up late in the season, and via load management, via just not going hard. And it's like a diminishing product in that capacity. And I have to agree. Normally, I don't watch the NBA till well after Christmas. I maybe watch the first week, but after that, I don't watch the NBA again to the Christmas matchups because, it's boring. I also personally I personally don't like the way that the NBA is played now, where there's so many ball screens to basically create switches. And it's just an ugly game in my opinion. But this kind of makes me a little bit, wanting to watch it a little bit. I would say if I'm at a resting zero with normal watching, the NBA regular season up until Christmas, it probably moved me to about a 3%. Still a 97% of IDGAF. So I got to keep it real with that. And y'all hit the like button. I see we 3D. Appreciate y'all. Again, I know I need to be going live a little more, so I got y'all. Said one more point. Lakers hanging the banner is egregious. Yeah, so you know what? I saw Richard Sherman and Keyshawn Johnson and Skip Bayless talk about this topic today about hanging a banner. And listen, I got mixed feelings on that. Now, me, the Laker fan, do I care about a freaking in-season tournament banner being up? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Like, that does nothing for me as a Laker fan. Nothing. Now, I understand why they're doing it. Because, in my opinion, the NBA has basically stepped into this to, what's the word I'm looking for? To validate this in-season tournament. Your inaugural winners, i.e. the Lakers, i.e. the most profitable franchise in your league, has to validate this. So I understand it. So I'm not so mad about it. I don't care at all. It was interesting to watch two other fellow Laker fans, Richard Sherman and Keyshawn Johnson, go back and forward on this topic. And Keyshawn was like, he's very gung-ho about hanging that banner. He's very excited about the banner. And Richard Sherman kind of has the same mentality as I. It's like, it doesn't really mean anything. Like, that's not a real championship. If we're being honest, the number 5 seed in both conferences were in the finals. That doesn't move anybody's needle. Lakers versus Pacers didn't move a needle back in 2001 when Shaq and Kobe did their thing. And it damn sure don't mean nothing now. Just saying. So, Keyshawn Johnson was like, he basically was messing up his own argument where, he was an ardent supporter for the banners being hung. And like, it's the first, it's important, it matters. And then, and I got to give Richard Sherman a lot of credit. He's really good at baiting in guys who are a little overzealous into defeating their own logic. So he's like, so what if the Clippers won it? Then Keyshawn like, oh, no, it's the Clippers though. Nah, man, they ain't won nothing. They shouldn't do nothing. It'd be a joke. So Richard was like, so why is it a joke for them to hang it, but not so for us when excellence is our standard? Keyshawn just kept repeating himself over and over, but he had no real retort. He talked himself into it like a little quagmire. Like he couldn't logic himself out of that. So, and again, I mirror Richard's sentiment. It's like, how can it be okay for one team to do it and not the other? That makes no sense. And he was like, well, it's the first. It's special. I think, okay, so if it's the first and it's special, then any team should be able to hang it, regardless of their previous, pedigree. So I just don't understand when guys like guys like Keyshawn who do that they play both sides of the argument, but their argument has no foundation at the bottom. They see the Lakers are the NBA's most storied franchise. They don't hang division conference championships. Yeah, absolutely. So again, that's why I'm just like kind of apathetic, but if I had it my way, I wouldn't put that shit up. But I'm not mad because I know the NBA has to do this because there has to be a precedent set going forward to validate this tournament. The cheap and retired jerseys and championships, they are paid to promote the banners. The opinions mean little. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I mean, the board of owners, I refuse to call people who own a team a governor. The owners of the NBA teams, I'm sure they sat down and agreed that, hey, we need to push this. We need to be all the way in on this. And that's what you saw. And so, again, I mean, just so happened the Lakers get the first one, kind of, apropos of how the Lakers kind of just, we perceivably so always get the nice, shiny things. So, I mean, it is what it is. So I'll go to the next topic. That is discussing LeBron James. Now, LeBron, you know what was blatantly obvious? Now, listen, man, at 38 years old, he'll be 39 in a few weeks. Overall, he's playing pretty damn good basketball. I can't hate on that. Still, the holes in his game that I don't love, I've never loved, are still there. The wave of, people just kind of being so, using AD as his obvious whipping boy, when the Lakers don't succeed, it's always AD fault. In the the in-season tournament championship, AD had 40 and 20 with 5 blocks and 6 assists or something to that degree. But the night was all about LeBron James. And I'm going to just go ahead and say it. It's obvious that the NBA does not have a torch to pass to another American-born NBA player just yet. So they're going to ride this LeBron James storyline out. And I got to say, as a person who, I admire his ability, I admire his skill set, it is annoying as hell. It's so annoying watching him being propped up. And he did this goofy shit on Instagram where he put some Drake lyrics about passing Jordan after they won that in-season tournament. And he fans the fire. He really does. And then he'll step away because to me, LeBron has always been a passive-aggressive kind of guy. And the NBA is just egging it on, man. And so when you step back, and I know some people going to say, hoop jargon, you a hater. Hoop jargon, you don't know what you're talking about. But those things run part and parcel, man. And he loves it. And I hear people all the time say, oh, he's the most hated athlete of all time. What are you looking at? What are you looking at? This dude has literally media plants on these sports shows, top sports shows, and YouTube streets. And all they do is bloviate about LeBron James. They never bring up defense. They never bring up, in some moments he does not want to go to the free throw line. They don't bring up him shooting horribly from 3 in the finals. They don't bring up the fact that when the Lakers got good last year, when they had that big overhaul from the roster, the team played well with him on the bench. They talk about none of that stuff. It's just the fact that, 38-year-old LeBron James got his team to the Western Conference Finals. That's all the storyline, begats. And it's just it's annoying, man. It's annoying as hell. So I say that to say, LeBron winning the MVP. So I understand it's a tournament-wide MVP championship. And if that's the criteria, he deserves it. I would say people who are not LeBron James fans, it felt a little icky because AD played his ass off. And so it just feels a little icky. But, again, it seems like since no American-born player, I think Anthony Edwards may be the next one up in line. Y'all hit the like button. So maybe the NBA will start to kind of pass the mantle down, but right now it's blatantly obvious. It's blatantly obvious that they're keeping it in LeBron James' court, figuratively and literally. So I expect to see the Lakers go far again this year. I don't know. I just find it funny. Again, with the deficiencies we see, all I hear is his numbers, and not really a real critique on his game, not a real critique on the help around him. I remember the conversation piece the first few weeks of the season was, oh, LeBron needs some more help. Gabe Vincent ain't working out. D-Lo need to go. He ain't working out. Now, when the guys come and just put a good act together, when guys come and just put a good product together, oh, now LeBron James doing everything. And I'm telling y'all, people are getting tired of that same old oversimplification of LeBron James. So I wonder how that's going to play out going forward, because I know that the international guys are killing it. You got guys like Giannis Antetokounmpo, obviously Luka Doncic, obviously the Joker. Like, those guys are the face of your NBA right now, and that's a hard sell to your domestic crowd. So again, that's why I think that they are kind of pushing this LeBron James. They're trying to squeeze out what last they can get out of him the best they can, because that's the best thing that they're going to put together stateside as far as American-born talent. And it's just so blatantly obvious now. It is so blatantly obvious. I would say 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago, it was kind of like, I guess with Kobe still kind of on the twilight of his career, you can still say that Kobe was being propped up, and it wasn't all about LeBron James. You can say D. Wade got a little bit of that shine, but now it's just LeBron James and nobody else. You can even throw in some Westbrook action, maybe some James Harden action, but you can't talk about those guys anymore. Kevin Durant, he just don't want it. So shout out to Winthrop, man. Good to see you, bro. So that's what we're seeing, man, and it's getting to be a little much. But if you look at his peers, James Harden fell way the hell off the map. Russell Westbrook right there with him. KD, again, he's playing good basketball. It's just the Suns aren't playing on that elite level. Now, I think they're a seed above the Lakers, but like with the Brad Beal situation where him not being healthy, I think he only played 3 games this year. With KD kind of just taking that aloof, I don't want attention role. That's a hard sell to the American crowd. So that's why LeBron James, who is Mr. Give me all the attention, LeBron James has not seen an attention situation that he didn't like. So, and I know Tyson's in the audience right now. You were talking about how him popping champagne, which for me, it doesn't really bother me like that. But I can see how it does to some people. Just kind of going overboard like he always does. And that's just like, and I'm going to just say it, a lot of fake humble I see out of him. But I mean, I think at people's core, a lot of people are fake humble. So I'm not going to single him out. But it's just an observation I see about him. But yeah, that's all I got, man. So in summary, the NBA is pushing this in-season thing. It's not going anywhere. So y'all old heads or whatever who don't like the new format, it ain't going nowhere. It's going to be there. And with the Lakers are putting a banner up, I think the 18th against the Knicks, that's going to put the stamp on it right there. It ain't going nowhere. So what I always say on this channel is I choose to understand than choose to be mad. So now that I understand, man, my opinion don't matter. I can just tell you what I observe, but my opinion, if it sucks, I like it. I mean, it's going to go on anyway. So it will behoove me and it behoove you to understand. Let's see. D-Lob says champagne didn't bother me, but it was funny. Yeah, it was more funny for me too. I'm just like, I mean, whatever you got to do. But again, I'm tripping on the fact that he put those Drake lyrics talking about insinuating that that's going to put him a leg up on Jordan. And how do we know this? Because we see that some of his plants in the media has been kind of floating that idea out there that trying to like their best to validate this tournament, to have that, because they put it in their proverbial back pocket. So when you start bringing up the GOAT stuff, you better believe your bottom dollar, that's going to come up. That's going to come up. They're going to say at 38 years old, we wanted to play, well, not to play in, but you know what I'm trying to say, the in-season tournament. Watch. A lot of LeBron heads are salivating at their bits to bring that out, like that little Uno reverse card. You better bet your bottom dollar. Let's see. Shout out to PTC says, too much money for them to get rid of it now. Have a great day, Hoop. Man, appreciate that. Yeah, it is. It's too much money in this project. The guys, I mean, I think you want like $500,000 for every member of the championship team. The loser team, they got $200K. And for the guys at the top, that's chump change to them. But some of the guys on the bottom of the roster, shit, that's more than they make for the year. So, yeah, I can see guys going out their way to play a little harder to push the other guys. Because, yeah, man, that's real money. If you're a low-tier millionaire, another $500,000 in your pocket, yeah, that'll do you just right. That'll do you right good, like DeRoe say. Mini champagne bottles. Yeah, the little joints from the airport. So does LeBron have 4.5 rings now? Yeah, exactly. So I know. See, here's the thing. A lot of LeBron James fans are going to try to not overtly say it right now, but they're going to kind of wait for this thing to go about 2-3 years. And I swear to God, that play-in, he won the first one. I promise you. Dollars to donuts, they're going to do that. So I already got my, I already have my temperament together to be ready, just disengage myself for the conversation when it comes to that. Because then I know I'm talking to somebody who has lost it. They are lost in La Sauce. Just saying. So that's all I got, man. Thank y'all for pulling up on me. I'm going to drop another video, another live. I'll be inside of my studio on Thursday. So y'all be on the lookout. I don't know what the topic is. If you guys want to comment in the comment section, something that you want me to speak about, if it's something that I actually can put an entertaining live about, I will do that. So next time, I'll talk to y'all soon. Peace. Oh, y'all hit the like button on the way out, please. Appreciate it.